Ojai. Managua, the capital and the largest city of Nicaragua, is also administrative center of the department of the same name of the country. It is located on the southwest coast of Lake Managua in department of Managua.
The population in 2016 was estimated in 1,042,641 persons in administrative city boundaries, and 1,401,687 people in the capital area, which also includes Ciudades Andinas municipalities, El Crucero, Nindiri, Tuticuantepe and Tipitapa.
The city became the capital of Nicaragua in 1852. Earlier the cities of Lienz and Granada were the capital. There are two possible options of origin of the name Managua. Probably, he came from the term monocuec, which in local language Aztec language is translated as adjacent to water or surrounded with water. According to other version, the word came from language of Acorteg, in which the word Managua meant the place of the big person or leader. Residents call themselves Managuas, Managenses, or Capitalinos. The city is located in the west of the country, on the southern coast of Lake Managua, and 45 came from the coast of the Pacific Ocean. The city is located on lines of breaks, therefore can be in an area of coverage of earthquakes. The earthquake of 1972 became the last large earthquake which caused significant damage of the capitals. Managua is located in a zone of tropical climate. In Köppen's classification, A, with an average temperature during the whole year between 28°C and 32°C. Two seasons, damp summer and dry winter, are brightly expressed. The average duration of sunshine in a year is 2,759.9 hours. People lived in these parts in the 2 centuries B.C. to what the prints of legs found near the city in 1874 testify. Managua was founded in the 16th century by the Spanish conquistadors on the place of the large Indian settlement, and before the beginning of the 19th century didn't matter. In 1846 I received the status of the city. In 1852 it was declared intention to transfer the capital to Managua. In 1858 the city became the capital of the country. In 1876 the city suffered from a flood, in 1885 suffered from an earthquake. In 1896 the population made about 27,000 people, the water supply system worked here. Also, in 1896 the National Museum was open. In 1912, 1925 and 1926, 1933 it was occupied by troops of Shaw. In 1912 the edition of the government newspaper, La Gaceta. In 1926, the edition of the La Prensa newspaper. In 1937, the edition of the Novedades newspaper began here. On March 31, 1931 the city strongly suffered from an earthquake. In 1933 broadcasting creation began. In 1936 in the city the strong fire took place. In 1950 the population made 109,000 people, several small enterprises of the food and tanning and shoe industry and also the university worked here. Telecasting began summer of 1956 here. In 1962-1963 the American company Esau Standard constructed oil refinery here.
In 1971 the population made 398.5 thousand inhabitants. The enterprises of the textile, tanning and shoe and cement industry, oil refinery, the Nicaraguan office of the Central American University, National Academy of Philosophy, Academy of Geography and the History Nicaragua and other scientific institutions and societies worked here.
National Archive and National Museum Nicaragua. On December 23, 1972 the city suffered from a strong earthquake. During fighting of 1978-1979 the city was damaged, but further was restored. In 1981 the population of the city was 615,000 people. It was the transport hub, highway and the railroads, the political and cultural center. The basis of the economy was made at this time by the enterprises textile, food, the brewing and alcoholic beverage plants, factory on production of instant coffee, production of pasteurized milk, bakery and confectionery, etc. Chemical, the only petroplant in the country, the tanning and shoe and cement industry and also production of furniture. In the early 80s by means of the USR in Managua the hospital and polyclinic were constructed. In 1985 the population of the city was 682,000 people. On September 6, 2014 at 23:04 local time. On September 7 at 09:04 on Moscow time. In the neighborhood of the airport of Managua the meteorite fell, having left a crater with a diameter of 12 meters and 5.5 in depth. Economy. The city is industrial and financial center of the country. There are offices of a set of the large national and international companies. Managua is also the main social and political center Nicaragua. In the capital there are offices of all national banks, including the Central Bank of Nicaragua. In Managua there is a set of hotels and several large shopping centers.
Demand for the commercial real estate grows in the capital because of the growing economy that provokes her construction. However, in recent years, because of political instability in the country and the beginnings of recession in economy, demand for the real estate falls, and construction of the new real estate is practically not conducted.
Culture. Managua is the cultural capital of Nicaragua. There is a set of restaurants, theaters, museums and shopping centers. The city is also the host for many communities of immigrants from other countries of Latin America and also China.
Because of it, it is possible to find restaurants with kitchens of the different countries of the world, including Chinese, in the city.
Also far. Write comments. Read comments. Interesting people will tell interesting stories. All of good mood and good luck.